you, sir?
Hello.
Right out of the gate, we've had a classic roadside stop that quickly spirals into something much bigger. A driver, allegedly speeding, meets an officer who's about to turn a routine traffic citation into a full-blown power struggle. Now, let's be clear. Under the Fourth Amendment, a traffic stop like this is lawful if based on probable cause, such as speeding. But what comes next, that's where things often go sideways. Watch closely how this interaction unfolds. Not just what's said, but how it's said. Tone matters, authority matters, and ego, that's about to take center stage. Welcome to the channel where we expose misconduct and break down the law in real time. If you value accountability and truth, hit subscribe and support the mission.
What's up?
What's the rush?
I'm just trying to get to work. I have a customer training class.
So, you're doing 96.
I was not aware I was doing 96. I had the cruise control set at 85.
I mean, okay, even let's give you the difference. Say you were doing 85. That's still 35 miles an hour with a speed limit.
I understand that.
But like I said, I got you on radar doing 96.
Okay, what?
So,
When did you clock it?
right as you're coming over the crest of the hill. Okay,
Behind that truck for a while, and then you...
truck was doing 74.
Okay.
You were doing 96.
Notice how this begins. Standard greeting followed immediately by an accusation. You're doing 96. Now, legally speaking, the officer only needs reasonable suspicion or probable cause to initiate the stop, and radar can satisfy that. But here's the key question. Is the officer maintaining professionalism, or is he setting the tone for confrontation? The driver responds calmly, even challenges the accuracy slightly. That's not illegal. That's called asserting your perspective. You are allowed to question an officer. The problem, some officers interpret that as defiance. This is where contempt of cops starts creeping in, that unwritten rule where compliance isn't enough, it has to come with submission. Let me ask you, does this feel like a calm traffic stop or the beginning of an ego contest?
I need your driver's license, registration, proof, insurance.
I don't have my physical driver's license. It's in the mail on the way to me. I have a passport.
Okay, you can't drive a car then until you have your license on you.
Okay. Well, if you want to give me a ticket for that too, go right ahead, sir. But I'm just a girl trying to get to...
Oh, you say that, but you're putting everybody else in danger, so I don't think the attitude's going to help your situation, okay?
The last time I was pulled over by a cop, they pulled over 2 people at one time in the middle of the road, so I'm sorry. And he came up to the car and put his hand on his gun, so I'm sorry if I seem a little out of sorts right now.
I got you. I'm not them. Obviously, I'm not done any of that stuff.
Doesn't know that. Yeah, so.
Do you have your registration paperwork?
Here's where things start drifting. The driver admits she doesn't have her physical license. Now, depending on the state, that can be a citation, not a crime. But watch the officer's response. You can't drive a car then. That's misleading at best. In many jurisdictions, driving without possessing a license isn't the same as driving without being licensed. Big difference. Then comes the tone shift. He critiques her attitude. That's not law enforcement, that's emotional enforcement. This is where ego begins overriding objectivity. Instead of sticking to facts, speed, documentation, we're now policing behavior. And here's the danger. When officers start reacting to tone instead of law, the situation escalates unnecessarily. Ask yourself, has she committed a new crime here or just bruised someone's ego?
All right, hang time back with you in a few. Taking 6 out of the tag when you're ready. All right, ma'am, I need you to hop out of the vehicle and come around to the back of your trunk with me.
What?
I need you to step out of the vehicle and come around back to your trunk with me.
Why?
Because we're going to take care of paperwork back here.
What paperwork?
The paperwork that I'm about to provide you back here.
Okay, why?
Because I'm giving you an order to.
I just didn't know. Like, I don't know where. You need to get out of the car. Why do I need to get out of the car?
Because I have paper to take care of, and for my safety and for convenience, it's taken care of back here. Hey, Shade, can you pull up here with me?
Can I get out as well, sir?
No, ma'am.
I just want to stand with
Okay, I'm not gonna have a bunch of people on the side of the Gandy Boulevard. It's a safety issue, okay? This isn't that big of a deal.
This is the turning point. The officer orders her out of the vehicle, and here's the twist. Under Pennsylvania v. Mims, officers actually can legally order a driver out during a traffic stop. So on paper, that command is lawful. But context matters. The justification given? Convenience and my safety. That's vague, and when officers rely on vague reasoning instead of articulable facts, it raises eyebrows. There's no visible threat here, no aggressive movement, just compliance mixed with confusion. And notice the repetition, because I'm giving you an order. That's not explanation, that's authority flexing. When law enforcement stops explaining and starts demanding blind obedience, that's where trust breaks down. So yes, the order may be lawful, but the way it's delivered, that's where the professionalism starts to crumble.
If you're telling me this is not that big of a deal, if you basically see me that I'm like,
It's not that big of a deal, but you are making it a big deal, yes. I'm asking her to simply do something that I ask people to do every day. And I told you it's because it's for my safety. This is where I conduct this type of paperwork at, is at the back of your vehicle.
I've never been asking it outside of my car before.
Well, today you are.
Sorry.
So at this point, you need to step out of the vehicle because I'm giving you an order to do so.
Excuse me.
Right around back here, please. Want to turn to face me so I can explain some things to you? Fantastic. Your driver's license is suspended.
It's not.
You failed to pay a traffic citation at Pasco, and they suspended it on the 19th.
6 months to pay that ticket.
Your driver's license is actively
The
suspended.
person told me that I had 6 months to pay that ticket. I actually reinstated my license a few months ago. Got that handled. And now you're telling me that my license is suspended. I haven't received notification of this. And I know this isn't your fault, sir, but I have been going through a lot lately.
So I understand all that, but here are the simple facts today, okay? You don't have a license on you. In the system, which is real time, it is showing as suspended, and that's what I have to go by. If there's a clerk or something like that, that is something that you're simply going to have to take care of at a later date in court.
So what happens now?
So I'm about to issue some notices to appear for court in lieu of making a physical arrest and taking you to jail, because I don't want to do that. All right? But you can't drive this car. If she has a valid license, she's the one taking it. Perfect. She'll take over for you. But you're going to have a court date that you're going to have to appear for.
Now, the narrative shifts again. The officer claims the license is suspended based on system data. And to be fair, officers are allowed to rely on real-time database information. If it shows suspended, they can act on it. That part is legitimate. But watch the driver. She's confused, emotional, trying to explain prior compliance. This is where good policing requires discretion, de-escalation. Instead, the interaction stays rigid, mechanical. And here's the lesson. Knowledge of the law is power, but so is communication. When officers fail to acknowledge confusion or provide clarity, situations become adversarial. At this point, it could have ended with citations and a tow. Clean, simple, professional. But it doesn't, because what happens next is where everything completely unravels.
Okay? The court date is going to get mailed to you. You're going to have a court date for driving with suspension and for your speed for doing 96 and a 50. If you don't hear anything from the court in the next 30 days, the recommendation I tell everyone is make sure you call the Pinellas County Clerk of Court, because if you miss this court date for any reason, they will issue a warrant for your arrest. Okay? I'm going to need a couple of things from you. First is going to be a signature at the bottom of both these citations next to the blue X. It's not admission to guilt, simply saying you're aware you're going to receive a court date in the mail and you promise to appear for it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and crumple these up. I'm going to go print out a new copy. If you don't appropriately sign the citations, ma'am, I will be forced to make a physical arrest, okay? So I'm going to give you one more opportunity to comply.
You physically saw me sign those, correct? And that counts
that
as a
wasn't-
signature, correct?
No, that's not a signature.
All right.
Right?
Anything
What
from pen to paper, you physically see me sign, that is my signature. It does not have to be legible.
okay.
You have nothing else to say. It's not a signature, says who?
Okay. He's trying to work with you. I don't know why you're not working. Why are you interrupting?
Right now, and you
Okay.
make me get out of the car.
Okay.
You could have handed them to me, and
All
I
right.
could have signed them in the safety of my car.
You want me to say something and then you interrupt me, so I'm not going to say anything.
You don't even allow my wife to get out with me. Like, are you kidding me?
All right, ma'am. So again, your signature is as it appears on your driver's license. This is not an admission to guilt. This is simply an acknowledgement that you're aware you're going to receive a court date in the mail. So simply just need your compliance.
Do you want to see my actual signature?
All right, go ahead and turn around. Place your hands behind your back for me.
I'm not.
Stay there. Stay there. Stop. Stay there. Stop. Stop. 10 to 16. I'm 10-15. Gotta get a cage cruiser.
I'll talk to you in a second. Tell them to step it up.
Yeah, 10-4. I need a cage cruiser if they can expedite. I won't be uncooperative.
Please. Baby! I'm trying to save him!
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did!
It was a simple thing you had to do.
I did it!
Man, please do me a favor. Have a seat in the vehicle. I just don't want you getting hit.
Do what you gotta do. Start your paperwork.
I got the paperwork done. She just refused to sign it.
Do you see it? There's a signature on that paper, sir!
Not your signature.
Stop. Relax.
I'm diagnosed with anxiety and... Can you please go look at the piece of paper? I signed it! Please, they're making a big deal out of this, please! Please!
Do you have your driver's license on you?
I'm sorry, this is our dad. Hold on, Dad, I gotta talk. Hold on, I have to talk to the police officer. Give me just a second.
Start walking it back.
No, please. I signed the paper.
Come on.
Please, can I have my wife? Please.
She can't take that. Okay.
Anything else? She's got a chain and a couple bracelets on.
So here's the deal. Here's what happened, okay? She has a suspended driver's license, and she's doing a speed of more than 30 miles an hour of the speed limit. In the state of Florida, one of those, the suspended driver's license, is an arrestable offense. The other one is a mandatory appearance in court.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
And here it is, the collapse. What started as a traffic stop ends in handcuffs, tears, and total chaos. The trigger? A disputed signature. Now, legally, signing a citation is not an admission of guilt. It's just a promise to appear. Refusing can lead to arrest in some states. But look closer. She did attempt to sign. The disagreement wasn't refusal, it was interpretation. And instead of resolving it calmly, the officer escalates straight to arrest. That's not control, that's impatience. Final verdict? The initial stop, lawful. The exit order, lawful. But the handling? Overly rigid, ego-driven, and completely lacking de-escalation. This turns a citation into a custody situation. If you want to see more breakdowns like this, where we expose bad policing and defend your rights, hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe. Accountability doesn't happen by accident. It happens because people are watching.